Have you ever found yourself wondering whether a woman might be interested in you, but you just can't quite read the signs? Today, I'm going to uncover 9 behaviors that many women display when they're trying to hide their feelings for you, and a few of these might genuinely surprise you. Stick around until the end, because the final sign could completely shift the way you see things. Let's begin. Talking to everyone except you. Have you ever noticed a woman chatting easily with everyone around her, yet somehow avoiding you? It may seem a bit contradictory, but this actually happens more often than you'd think, especially when she's both interested and nervous at the same time. Many women, particularly those who are more shy, feel uncomfortable showing their emotions openly, so instead they redirect their attention away from the person who truly matters, you. This behavior acts as a kind of defense mechanism. She pretends not to notice you, but in reality, she's very aware of everything you do. The goal is to stay cool and keep you from realizing just how much she cares. Sometimes this also comes from insecurity, like she's thinking, if I talk to him, I might give away what I feel. The interesting part is that this tactic often ends up confusing the very person it's meant to hide things from. Naturally, you might assume she's not interested. After all, why would she talk to everyone but you, right? But in truth, the opposite could be happening. She's simply trying to manage her nerves and conceal how much she likes you. Now think about this. Does her gaze seem to disappear the moment you look at her? Has there ever been a time when your eyes met and she instantly looked away? It might seem like a small or even random action, but most of the time it carries a deeper meaning. Looking away can be one of the clearest signs that she feels nervous around you, and more often than not, that nervousness comes from attraction. When a woman has feelings for someone, maintaining eye contact for too long can feel intense or even overwhelming. It's almost like she's worried you might read everything she feels just through her eyes. That's when nervousness takes over, and her instinct is to break eye contact, often paired with a shy smile or even a slight blush. This reaction can also come from self-doubt. She might wonder, what if he notices me staring? Will I seem too obvious? So instead of holding your gaze, she chooses to avoid it altogether to keep her feelings hidden. Ironically, in trying to conceal her interest, this behavior often reveals it. Context is key here. If she looks away specifically when interacting with you, or if you catch her looking at you from a distance before she quickly turns away, it's a strong hint that something more is going on. It's subtle, but very telling. Next, she finds excuses to touch you or stay close. Not all women hide their feelings by being distant or reserved. Some express their interest in ways that are subtle yet more direct, without making it too obvious. One of those ways is through physical closeness or light, seemingly accidental contact. Have you noticed her finding little reasons to be near you? Maybe it's brushing against your arm, touching your hand during a conversation, or giving you a playful pat on the shoulder during a joke. These gestures can be so quick and casual that they're easy to miss, but for her, they're small attempts to build a closer connection. Often, these actions come with excuses, like asking you something quickly, checking what you're doing, or asking for help with something. Even when she interacts with others, she somehow ends up close to you. You might see this happen at work, during hangouts with friends, or even in casual environments like parties. Here's an important detail. Women who behave this way aren't necessarily shy, but they still don't want to come across as obvious. This closeness is often natural, something they might not even fully realize themselves. The body has its own way of expressing attraction through these small gestures that signal a desire to be near you. If you start noticing that these touches or moments of closeness happen repeatedly and mostly with you, it's a strong sign she's trying to connect. Even if she tries to mask it, her body may be revealing what her mind is trying to hide. Another sign, she shows up in the same places you do. Have you ever realized that she keeps appearing wherever you are? Whether it's at work, the gym, your favorite cafe, or social events, it starts to feel like more than coincidence.
Of course, she's not likely to admit it outright, but this kind of behavior is rarely random. When a woman likes you, it's natural for her to want to be near you. Sometimes this happens unconsciously. She just feels drawn to the same spaces. Other times, it's a bit more intentional. She might find out where you'll be and come up with a reason to be there too, like saying she just stopped by or came to meet someone. But her presence might not be as accidental as it seems. This is especially common in environments like school, college, or the workplace, where proximity is easier to justify. You might notice her passing by your area often, or showing up around the same time as you. In social settings, she might start going to places you've mentioned, or even join activities you're part of. What's interesting is that if you bring it up, she'll likely downplay it or come up with an explanation. But the real clues lie in the details, how often it happens, and how she behaves when you're around. Does she seem happy, a bit nervous, or eager to interact? These are all signs that her interest might go beyond friendship. Another behavior, she gets nervous or smiles too much around you. Have you noticed how some women seem to act completely different when they're near you? They might become nervous, laugh at things that aren't that funny, or suddenly act more serious than usual. All these mixed reactions point to one thing: difficulty managing their emotions. When a woman is around someone she likes, just being close can trigger a rush of feelings, and it often shows in her behavior. One of the most common signs is a nervous smile. Instead of acting naturally, she might laugh more than usual or seem a bit awkward, revealing a mix of excitement and anxiety. On the flip side, some women react in the opposite way. They become more reserved or even distant. This can happen because they're afraid of revealing too much. She might hold back, avoid conversation, or act serious just to protect herself from seeming vulnerable. While it may feel confusing, this seriousness can actually be a mask hiding nervousness and attraction. Pay close attention to the details. She might fidget with objects, avoid eye contact, or stumble over her words. If her behavior around you is noticeably different compared to how she acts with others, that's a strong indication that your presence affects her in a special way. These subtle reactions can reveal a lot. It's not easy to stay composed around someone who makes your heart race. So if you notice awkward smiles, unusual gestures, or sudden quietness, it could mean she's trying to manage the emotions she feels when she's near you. Another sign, she knows things about you you never told her. Imagine you're having a casual conversation, and suddenly she brings up something personal about you, like a hobby, your pet's name, or a place you like to visit. Naturally, you'd wonder, how does she know that? The answer is simple. She's been curious enough to find out. When a woman is interested, it's common for her to gather information about you. She might ask mutual friends or spend time going through your social media, noticing details you may have forgotten you even shared. It's like she's piecing together a puzzle of who you are. This quiet effort shows how much she wants to understand you better. After all, when we like someone, we naturally want to learn more about them, their interests, preferences, and even the little things that make them unique. If she casually brings up something about you, pay attention. It may seem random, but it often means she's been thinking about you more than it appears. She might even slip this information into conversation in a subtle way so it doesn't seem obvious. For example, while talking about travel, she might mention a place you like, or during a discussion about music, she might reference a band you enjoy. These small details reveal that she's paying close attention. Sometimes she may even ask indirect questions to learn more, using what she already knows to guide the conversation. It's almost like a hidden way of saying, "I like you." Another behavior, she asks indirect questions about your love life. When a woman is interested, one of the first things she wants to know is whether you're available. But instead of asking directly, which could feel too bold, she chooses a more subtle approach. This is where indirect questions or playful comments come in. She might say something like, "Your girlfriend must love that," or casually ask if you're seeing someone. These remarks are a strategic way to bring up the topic without revealing her true intentions. She might also ask broader questions about relationships, like whether you believe in soulmates or what you value in a partner. These questions may seem harmless, but they often carry a deeper curiosity about your romantic situation. Humor can also play a role. She might joke about you having a girlfriend just to see how you respond. This keeps things light while still helping her gather the information she wants. All of this shows that she's trying to figure out where she stands before making a move. And if she finds out you're single, she may feel more confident about getting closer to you. Another sign, she becomes physically restless or fidgety around you. When a woman likes someone, her usual relaxed behavior can shift into something more cautious. She might start adjusting her posture, playing with objects, or constantly moving her hands. These small actions reveal the nervous energy she feels in your presence. It's like she's trying to control